What's up guys, welcome back. If you've got a 986 Boxster, apparently one of the best mods you can do is fit a 997, 987 shifter. Apparently it's the same part, because this 987 shifter is pretty wobbly and someone's fitted a short shift and it is stiff as stiff. It doesn't always go back to the middle, so we're going to have that out. Excuse the patent pending lineup. This is a screw fix LED light balanced on the rubber and on my microfiber towel, so no damage, but it's going to give me extra lighting in here and means that you guys can see a bit extra of what I'm doing. Pretty much everything, so I'm told, is a T20 or T25 Torx bit, just out of this like Fisher Price toolkit, so it should be fairly easy. First step is to get all this center console out. First bit is literally pull that ashtray bit out, and oh, there should be there should be some screws in there, but there isn't, so that I think just lifts straight out. There we go. We've got a plug on the bottom of that, which I'm going to take out, but I can't do that one-handed. And then in the cubby hole at the back, there is, this might be a bit tricky one-handed, take out this rubber mat, and there you go, there's a screw at the back, and then this has got to pop out, which I may or may not be able to do one-handed and without breaking it on camera. There we go. And then there should be another one in there, which we're going to have away. And then apparently lots of people are taking this bit of the dash out. I'm going to try and do it without, because if this bit comes up, which mine's a bit loose and it kind of just pops out anyway. See, there's the offending article. Apparently it was good when it went in, but that is stiff as stiff. And then down there, there's another T20 down there. So let's get all of those out and see how much of this is loose. Right, progress so far. Excuse the hairy legs, the sun's come out, so I've gone to town and put the shorts on. Also, someone's just driven in a tractor next door, so you might hear that in the background. Right, I noticed that this has got like a bit of a kind of catch on the top, so I thought while it's all bolted in, let's get the gear knob off, which I'm glad I did, because I basically had to like rotate it a little bit and pull it all at the same time, and that is pretty tight. So get that off while it's still in the car. I've undone that one and that fell into there, so center console's got to come out anyway. When I pulled that out, there's actually two plugs for the electric windows under there, so pull them off. There's also another screw that I didn't see there, but then also in the back I've got that one out and that one out, and this whole thing is loose, so I'm going to try two hands to get the whole thing out. Right, this is a trick to catch people out. Once you've got that back screw out, oh, I've just dropped it again. Once you've got that back screw out, this plate lifts out. If I can do this, oh come on. And once you've got that plate out, there's another one there. That's why it wouldn't come out. Right, it's out. Now, if I can do this one-handed on camera with a bad back, trying to hover over a bucket seat, I'll eat my hat. Also, I've been told that this centre kind of cover bit, handbrake cover, comes off, but only once you've lifted the centre console so far. Oh, here she comes. Wiggle, wiggle. I hear popping. That's that coming off. Let's get that off. There she goes. I'm going to need two hands because I've also got bucket seats and it's not fitting between the bucket seats. I might have to take one of the seats out, but it is slowly coming out. I don't have to take this centre console out for definite, but if you've got bucket seats like I have, it might not fit between that. Right, we're winning, but there wasn't enough clearance between this bit here was hitting this bolt here. Hello, it's all falling apart now. This bit here was hitting this bolt and I didn't have enough clearance here. So both sides, there's like a little piece there. So literally just rip that off and then you can get to either side of this. Literally just put a screwdriver in there and gently pry that bit off. This bit of plastic then comes off, and that's the extra clearance that you need to get this bit out. And then with a bit of wiggling, and again, check under here, you might have extra cables and stuff coming to lights in these boxes and stuff, which I don't think I've got. And then literally give it a wiggle, it'll clear that handbrake, and then wiggle, 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 and then the whole thing comes out. And there she is. Right, here we go, we're in. So this is the offending article, which is not very nice. Let's move these plugs out of the way. Get this little plate thing off. Hello, someone likes the old Werther's originals. Right, then we've got to get these cables off, but I'm going to mark them first as to where they are in these little holders. And then these are 10 mils to 10 mils, and then this whole thing should lift out. Let's go and have a cut tea first. Right, one thing I am going to do is mark where these cables are in relation to the like clampy bit, because hopefully they'll go back in the same place, and that is like pretty upright and kind of where it needs to be. And then also, once I get all this out, I'm gonna have a little hoover, because it's a bit, there's a few Werthers in there. I must say, it's nice, like a carpet under here. It's not like working on the Mazda MX-5. There's like a carpet underneath where you're never even gonna see it. So it's like nice to work on, lovely. Okay, apparently, excuse me Dad, he's going past with a rattly trailer. That goes up and that way, and that holds that in place. And then that and, oh, that and that way, that and that way. How does that hold in place? I don't know. Oh, there you go, and then that just pops out. Oh, I see. Yeah, so that's the amount of threads. Yeah, so there's like loads of like this bar in here. There's not a lot of the bar in there. Head in there. And apparently that just pops out. Oh yeah, it wants to come, but I can't do it one-handed. Oh, I can do that one-handed. Oh no, apparently I can. There you go. Oh, there you go. That feels really light, which now that worries me. This is like, that's stiff for another reason. I don't know. And don't forget these at the back. So these little tabs just push in, and then the whole thing just pops out. So literally, I don't mean I can do it one-handed, but literally those tabs squeeze, and then just literally just like lift this whole block thing up, and then that'll pop out. And then 4 10 mils, and then just lift this whole thing out. Got that one, got that one. Last one is that one. There's just 4 10 mils, and then this whole thing should lift out of here. Pop those to one side. Oh, that one started to locate itself again. There you go, and that is out. Oh dear, as is all the Werthers going everywhere. Right, let's take this over to the workbench and have an investigation. Right, these do actually look pretty identical. Like the handbrake length is about the same, and underneath it's still got that plasticky thing, and that bar is about that long, whereas the eBay one, other than that little kind of like weighted bit, I guess, it's about the same sort of length. So I don't really know why that feels so stiff. But what I need to do is pop these two things off, because they need to go on these two, and then we'll pop it back in. So we're all transferred over. So to get these arms off, the other one, literally, that just pops on. That's just like a ball jointy thing there, and that's like a sleeve. So what I did is, if you wedge a screwdriver in there, that pops off, and this little kind of head thing pops out as well. So don't lose that. And there's a little kind of collar in there, so that's effectively 3 bits, so don't lose any of those. And then that just slides back on there, and then that head thing just pops back in there. And then that, I'll use a pair of these. It's like a weird like separator thing, which worked really well. But if you haven't got that, I don't know, if you probably twist that and force that too much in one direction, it'll probably pop off, but you may or may not break it. So those were really handy for that. It's literally, I use these like twice a year, but for like a little job like that, they're well handy. Right, let's go and reinstall it. Well, not reinstall it, because I've taken that one out, so it's not a reinstall, but you know what I mean. Right, I've just installed it in the car, and this arm came off, and I realised I made 2 mistakes. One, if you take that sleeve out, you can hear what I was talking about, that can actually go on either way round. But if you put it on the wrong way round, then you can't get your cables to this bit, so make sure that that grooved bit is facing upwards. Also, what I made a mistake on is that sits on that, but you've got to put that on first, and then that goes in from the top because it's got a bit of a collar on it. And what I did is I put it that way, that then sat on the top, and then as soon as I put it in the car, this just came straight off again. So actually, this bit with the collar on the top, so that when that goes on, that is then obviously going to be held in once you put that in there. Now, if I pop that in there, that is not going to come off. Right, let's go and fit it again. Right, we're in. So at the moment I haven't bolted anything down. I've clipped these two back in, and then basically got this pretty much upright. There is like a little clip thing that you can put on there, which then gets everything absolutely spot on, but you can pretty much guess it exactly right. Pretty much all the Sharpie marks that I put on there like rubbed off, so that was a bit of a waste of time. But also you could just eyeball it, like it's clearly like it doesn't want to be too far one way, like that's pretty much exactly in the middle. Like, and then you can pop it slightly out and have it like slightly further forward, slightly further back, wherever you want it, as long as when you change gear or when you go left and right, these bits aren't coming back and hitting that. You can pretty much have it wherever you want, and then literally just pop those back so that those cables can't come out, and then just bolt everything down. But it already feels a lot better. It still feels a little bit stiff, which might be the cable. So what I'm going to do is, with the maximum amount of cable showing, squirt a load of lube down there and try and get a bit of lubrication going, and then basically just put it all back together. Whoa, yeah, that feels way better. Once the shifter's on, with the shifter off, obviously your hand's on like that, so it still feels like a little bit like stiff and a bit painful. But once you put the knob on, that does feel way better and a lot less play like in gear. Still a bit of play because it's still like a second-hand shift at the end of the day, but it's a lot better than it was. Lovely. Right, I'm going to go and road test that. Maybe go and find some Werther's original, because that's what I'm thinking about now, and put all the rest of that back together, which is basically a process, the opposite process of removal. So there you go. Like, subscribe, share, check out my other videos, and see you next one. Oh yes, nice. I've got slippery hands. I've got silicone grease all over them. Yes.